is Tawess, and holy mother of Malkavians. Bloodlines 2 just got announced, and it seems like the entire world lost its collective marbles. Now I can of course understand why. Not only was Bloodlines 1 a really good game, it was also as close as most got to LARPing on demand. But I also understand that we have a fair amount of people who have not really been familiarized with the setting, have very little knowledge about White Wolf's World of Darkness. I mean, personally, I got into it back in 96-97, when tabletop and live-action role-playing it with friends. But that is not how everyone else encountered the game. The role-playing game is a game that lends itself very well to tell intricate social and political stories, but if all you're familiar with Bloodlines when it comes to World of Darkness, or if you are a late adopter that's not familiar with even that, it might seem a bit strange. And this leads up to what could amount to an explanation of the amount of people I see being, well, all angry about how Paradox said that their game will not pull its punches, so to speak, when it comes to politics. Now, we know that will not fully be true, but one should expect some rather cutting political satire in there. This, of course, comes naturally, seeing how Paradox is a Swedish company. And being a Swedish company, they did make a point to point out that the character creation system will be open-ended and not bound to traditional gender norms, as would be expected from a modern Swedish company. And that would also be kind of true to the setting World of Darkness and the Vampire the Masquerade. Vampire the Masquerade has always had a strong flirt with the counterculture and darker subculture sphere, places that also see a lot of norm bending. So, you know, it kind of comes to the territory. So yeah, there will be politics in the game, subtle and not so subtle one, and you will have to deal with it. Because, and this might be a harsh pill to choke on, opinions and actions from people designed to cuff and restrict other people does not hold the same worth. Heck, it is pretty much carved into the DNA of the biggest loudmouth in the Western cultural sphere, the US. Let me see now. How was it? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, I think? Then again, those lines were printed by a slave owner, so I guess they came with a caveat to begin with. But if you feel that someone else getting represented as a choice in a game is enough to put you out of your safety zone, then you need a reality check. Just because a game lets you break the title norms, it doesn't force you to do it. You can be a regular, red-blooded alpha male with a beer in one hand and a shotgun in the other, taking down bears with your bare teeth. No one is stopping you, although I think they should, perhaps. Does not sound entirely healthy. And what did a bear do to you? Ever. But that should not be the only way to do it. Option is good. Don't get all pissy because someone else used words you think are bad, especially when the goal of those words are to give more people representation and a way to play the game as they want. It's also pretty smart biz in this day and age. I mean, I would take the emo goth kids over anyone who's pissed off by this game giving people options. Emo goth kids at least do not feel their own and others' emotions to such a level that the only response they have to a game challenging their view is anger. Anyway, I have faith in Paradox to carry the legacy of Bloodlines and produce a game that gives us a good story and a lot of fun, weird characters and twisting plots. But seeing how we know not much about that for the moment, I will come back to this topic once we know more about the game and the story. For now, it looks like Seattle will be one bloody place. Also, I will take some dark enjoyment from the pissed off rants and outbursts of ancillas to slow the faculty to adapt. But until next time, stay safe, be kind, and play fair. Bye!